How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Sick Eric Tech. We would like to keep tech simple. And today, OpenRock sent me a pair of their S2s, the new pairs of their open ear air conduction sport earbuds. Now, these are the successors to the OpenRock X, I believe, which are fantastic, but a little clunky, a little too big. I know people kept saying I had hearing aids on every time I would wear these because they were a little too big. But these are a lot better. These are a lot more streamlined as well. And these come with a lot of perks. High battery life, high-res LDAC audio on these, which is fan-freaking-tastic. Although it does come with a little compromise if you do use the high-res audio. We'll talk about that soon. But yeah, thank you, OpenRock, for sending these out. If you're not subscribed to Sick Eric Tech, please consider subscribing. It'll help me out. It helps out the channel. I really would appreciate it. And let's get down into it. The OpenRock S2 open ear earbuds. Let's go. All right, so quickly going on over the unboxing. So pretty much not much in here. You get the earbuds themselves. You also do get your carrying case as well for these, and it's an actual nice little puck for a carrying case. There is no charging cable in here, which was weird, but I guess they're USB Type-C. If you got a USB Type-C cable laying anywhere, you can use it to charge these, so that's fantastic. No wireless charging on these, unfortunately. And yeah, that's pretty much all you get in the box. You don't need any ear tips because these are over-the-ear earbuds, so they don't go inside your ear. So that's very comfortable for these. And very simplistic. Black color is pretty much what they come in. I think there might be a white color, but OpenRock sent me the black ones. And they're pretty streamlined. They're very comfortable, although on the back where the little battery and everything lies and a little button lies, I do get some ear fatigue on the back of my ear if I were to wear these a little too long. I think you could probably stretch them out a little bit if you wanted to for these, just to make them fit a little bit better. But after a while, it did go away after some time of wearing them and stretching them out. But yeah, very simplistic, very compact. You do get a pairing button on the inside to pair these to whatever device you want. And there is also an app that you could go on the Play Store and download. It's the OpenRock app, and this will give you all your functionalities as far as your gestures to push the button to pause, play, jump from track to track, update your firmware, go into your equalizer and to customize your equalizer, and to also turn on high res mode, which is going to be the LDAC mode on here, and multi-point function, which means you are able to connect this to various amount of devices at the same time. So you're able to just switch between devices, which is actually pretty cool. So as far as the specs goes, they do have Bluetooth 6.0, which is fantastic, very nice. You get 32 hours with the case as far as charging. And as far as the battery life goes, I am pleased, but I'm not pleased. Okay, so when you have the LDAC high res function on, you're only getting 5 hours. They claim that it's going to give you 8 hours, and you do get 8 hours, but you have to turn LDAC off, which is kind of pointless because you want the high-res audio. So yeah, 5 hours with LDAC on, 8 hours with it off. So I've been using it without it, and there's a little bit of a difference. You do notice a little bit more better sound quality with LDAC on. Of course, your device has to support it. The Galaxy S25 Ultra does support LDAC audio. Of course, Motorola's do as well, LG's and everything like that, and of course Sony's as well. But there's not much of a difference, so I am able to get by with it off and get longer battery life. So I was able to use these at a full 8 hours at work without having to charge them, and that's fantastic. That is good in my book. You do get a 12mm driver on here for enhanced bass, and they do sound pretty bassy for being over the ear. You do get a lot of detail. So I would say that the OpenRock X are a little bit louder and a little bit more punchier just because they are a bigger earbud when it comes down to having this whole encasement. They are a little bit bigger, so you're going to get a little bit more fuller sound with the OpenRock X than you would with the OpenRock S2s, but still very good audio quality. They get loud enough, they get punchy enough, and very good detail with the highs and the mids, of course. And let me just go ahead and show you guys how they look with them on. Very lightweight. They just slip over your ears and they rest right over your ear just like that. And unlike the OpenRock X, these are definitely a lot more solid. They're IPX5 waterproof, so you're able to go jogging with these, get these wet in the rain. You're supposed to have 4 mics on the actual buds themselves for better call quality. So let's go ahead and take a listen on how these sound using the microphones on the earbuds. Okay, so here we got the earbuds connected to my Galaxy S25. So this is how they would sound to the other person if you were on a phone call with them, and how it would sound if you wanted to use these to record a video or something. This is how the audio would sound, and I think it sounds pretty good. I did a sample earlier, played it back. It sounds clear. There's minimal noise in the background. It doesn't sound digitally or anything like that. It actually sounds pretty good. So yeah, there is a sample of the 4 microphones on these earbuds of the sound quality and the audio quality. All right, so here we are. We're going to test out the sound bleed as far as when you're listening to these, if the person next to you will be able to hear the sound. So you do have a button on the bottom of the back where the little battery is at, to where you could hit that and push for pause and play feature on your smartphone. You could also use this to jump forward or jump back on your tracks. And if you're using your camera, you could push that button to start your shutter or start recording video, which is actually pretty cool. You could customize all these gestures in your app. I kind of wish this was more of a touch sensitive button, since you sort of have to grab the top of it and then push, which can be a little bit annoying. It's not a hard button to push by any means. It's just I kind of wish it was more of a touch sensitive button on there. But yeah, pretty good. Now let's go ahead and test out the sound bleed. So here we got a microphone right here, and we're going to turn it up. And that is as loud as they go. And there you go for the headbanger test. They are pretty snug, unlike the OpenRock X. These things fly around all over the place. I absolutely do not like that these are so loose on the ear and so floppy on the ear. These hug the ear quite nice. Audio quality sounds really good. They get loud enough, so that's fantastic. And you could hear everything on there. And of course, so if you're running with these on at music full blast, you're not going to get hit by a freaking car, because you'll be able to hear it coming. So that's fantastic. If somebody wants to talk to you, you can hear them. All you got to do is just push pause, and then you are able to continue talking to them as well. So yeah, pretty good earbuds for the money. So as far as the pricing for the OpenRock S2 earbuds, they're going to be roughly about $100. There is a pre-sale period between June 15th all the way through to the 25th. And during that pre-sale, you're able to get 25% off. And also there will be a discount code for you guys down below in the description that will give you an extra 5% off. So that's a total of 30% off if you're using the affiliate link down below in the description. I think that's pretty good for a pair of headphones. These are really, really good. They sound excellent. Battery life is actually pretty good. If you, of course, you use LDAC feature off, these are pretty good for the money. So links will be down in the description below, along with that discount code. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down, and I will see you next time here on Sick Eric Tech, where we like to keep tech simple. Peace.